Good evening, everybody. And I remembered to take the mute off this time. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Good to see you here with me, Alicia and Miss Louise, and Cardinal Sin is here. But I'm waiting for him to come back here. But thank you for joining us. I'm going to bring on our guest right quick because he's actually in a hurry, so I want to bring him on with me. And good to have you here with me tonight. Kamran, Pasha, thank you so much for joining.
It's always wonderful to be here, Maria, and I appreciate it. I know that I'd wanted to spend a full hour with you, but as I told you, I've got a bunch of meetings that came up out of nowhere, so I'm going to spend about half an hour, and I hope everyone will stick around for the full show because I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to have you here. And hey, Cardinal, I sent you the link, so it should be in your inbox. Let me know if you need it again, but I've got you ready to go. Um, But no, I'm glad to have you here for a little bit. This is the last stream of October, so I wanted to just have a little fun and enjoy it. And figured everybody was going to be out right now, but it's good to have everybody here. And so, what are you going to be doing this weekend? You having fun this weekend?
Well, I'm right now. I'm traveling. Those who've seen me before, this is not my normal background.
Yeah,
I'm actually visiting my sister in Pennsylvania, and so I've been here for 2 weeks and got a lot of work done in this lovely place away from Los Angeles. And I'm going back
nice.
hopefully on Sunday. But we have a big family party tomorrow, sort of a housewarming / Halloween party, and my cousins are coming from New York, so it's going to be a huge thing. I
Oh
haven't seen
wow.
a long time. So it's a big family thing, and especially the last few years have really reminded us the importance of family, and so I'm really glad to be able to do it.
They really have, and I'm glad to see that. And it's nice to see that you're getting together with family on this occasion. Normally, people always wait for that, other special holiday. But this is a fun time. I think families should have fun during this time. Whatever your background, you can
Mhm.
still enjoy getting together, having fun. And the thing I love the most, the
Mhm.
food part. I like the food
Well,
part. I bet you're gonna have some good food, right?
absolutely, I've already had some great food time of year, and I think we're having some catered stuff from a very nice Indian place nearby. So
Oh, nice.
it's going to be good. And I always appreciate Halloween. I think it's just a fun time of the year. Someone who's interested, as we've talked about the occult, about the supernatural, it's very much
Yeah.
my time of year. And also I just think in every culture has a get up costumes type holiday of some kind, and they're always fun. They allow us a chance to be a little free from our day-to-day routines, allow us to act and have fun and be children again. And that's, just a few days ago I went with my family, my sister, her family. She's got beautiful little children. We went to a one of those little what's it called, trampoline parks where you jump in
Yeah, yeah. The
very slow.
air full of air, right?
Yeah, and there's all kinds of little obstacle courses or
Bouncies.
whatever. And I jumped up and did everything, and I haven't done that in
Did you?
years. It was just such a
Wow.
wonderful feeling to be young, and
Mm-hmm.
it's youth is in the mind, right? And to
It
just be
is.
able to be free and have fun again. I think that we all need to embrace that. That keeps us young.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all about that. I am a kid at heart. I still like to have fun. I still like to watch cartoons, eat cereal. I still do all that stuff. You're never too old for that. I think I'll be acting like a kid for a very long time. But do you guys watch certain movies during that time? Like, make it a nice. So,
Well, I mean,
I
I don't
remember when
know.
we were young,
Well,
we did.
Well, I mean, I don't know that there's a tradition to watch movies in my family, but the fact that I've been away for a while, I took my sister to see Smile, which I wrote about on my Patreon, and to me, it's one of the best horror movies I've seen in recent years. Yeah, I mean, all those scares you've seen in some format before, but the way they were presented was so unique and so compelling, and I thought it was a very emotional and intelligent story in many ways. So my sister hadn't seen it, and I took her to see it. I took my teenage nephew who loves horror films and pretends not to be scared of them, took him to see it, and it was just delightful. And the last several days, I've caught up, because I had canceled my HBO Max after the disastrous Game of Thrones final season. I hadn't come back to it, and my sister has it, so I finally watched House of Dragon, the whole thing. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
I'm almost fully caught up in Andor. I'm going to watch the most recent episode tonight, and I'm very happy I did that because first few episodes were a little slow. I think it's gotten very good in the last few, and I hope it continues that. It's just nice to be here, relaxing with family and doing things.
Yeah, it is. It is good. That's exciting. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I kind of miss those times. One of my the traditions I always had was, sitting around with the family. We'd get junk food and love the junk food part, and and then watch horror films and just decorated the house and all that stuff in it, and it gave us just an excuse to kind of be together, and that's to me what's the important part. So whatever it is. And look at that, Mr. Gary Ambrosia in the house. How are
Oh,
you,
all
Gary?
right,
Good to see. Even a super
there.
chat. Look at him, he comes bearing gifts.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, he's the ultimate bearer of gifts. I mean, he's the
Eh,
craftsman of props and amazing things, and so this man's a visionary. So yes,
Absolutely. So happy to say thank you. Thank you, Gary. So nice of you and to pop in and say hello and come with gifts. And so thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. My super chats and everything go back to the channel, but also to help animals and people and everything. So good to see him. And we've got some other people in the house. I'm going to attempt this without my glasses, but you have some happy people here to see you, Mr. Cameron.
well, I'm
Stephanie here.
delighted. And everything that's happening on Twitter right now, as some of you may know, I was banned for Twitter for posting spam, which I've appealed it about 5 or 6 times. Each
Oh my
time
gosh.
they don't answer what the spam was. Well, what's the spam? It's just they didn't want
Yeah, I know, right?
to get rid of me. They couldn't find any reason to get rid of me, so I'm posting spam, right? And so I've been off, and I was it just as you know, Mr. Musk took it over yesterday. They are making changes, and he just posted this, which I'm going to quote to you, which I hope applies to me and to others who are going through it. Mr. Musk just responded to Michaela Peterson, who's the daughter of the famous Jordan Peterson, and she asked, he said, Elon Musk, can you bring my dad, Jordan Peterson, back on here? But also someone make sure he doesn't spend all of his time on Twitter. So that's funny. And then Elon Musk responded to her. He said, now this is a very important thing for all of us who've suffered under the previous regime. Elon Musk says, quote, anyone suspended for minor and dubious reasons will be freed from Twitter jail, end quote. So let us see if he's a man of his word, and whatever in my own self-interested thing, I hope whatever my offense was, that I still don't know what it
Yeah,
was minor and dubious.
yeah. I just think they should at least tell you what you did. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, just
whatever
like,
it is.
in other cases, they'll tell you this is a tweet we didn't like.
Right.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
you can delete
Yeah,
it. They just said
yeah,
you're posting spam. I was like,
yeah.
and I was, can you? And I appealed and said, can you tell me what I did? And the appeal was denied. And then I've sent multiple things. And it's like, we're not going to tell you. I was like, oh, you just don't want me on there, but you won't tell me why.
Wow. Yeah, that's
That's
that's kind
unfortunately where we.
of. I don't think I've ever been to Facebook jail, Twitter jail, any kind of jail, because you can't when you post pictures of cats. So I can't.
You don't be surprised. You never want to test these people. That cat
Right,
wasn't
I know, right?
somebody who likes Persian cats, didn't like your Siamese cat. So you never know when
You never
people have
know.
that kind of power on social media.
I know, it
You know,
is kind of
they will
scary.
abuse it. That's human nature. And these were a small group of people that felt they were drunk with power, and they
Okay.
thought, I can with this one switch take this person off of society, right?
Yeah.
And they
Isn't
did it.
that something?
It is something.
That is scary. But Tim Stock, good to see you. Good to see you here. And Miss Alicia, I believe I have him on my list. So if you could post his link on there, because he is an awesome guy doing awesome things, awesome costumes. Love your stuff, Tim. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. And yeah, so anyway, Cardinal, I'm still waiting for you. I don't know what happened to you, but anyway,
Why don't we jump in?
so
Because I've got about 15 minutes. There's not much time. So, well, is there anything I can share in this Halloween spirit before?
yeah, just share what you like. At this point, we're gonna be doing like a just I know I did this before, but I really enjoyed the subject of the vampires, and so I
They're
was gonna kind of
archetypal. They
bring
don't
them
die
together.
for a reason. We keep coming back to them.
We keep coming back to them, and such an exciting subject on that. Has anybody seen? And I'm kind of lost in this because I've been trying to catch up with other shows. Do you know of any new vampires out right now?
New vampires is in movies
New
or part of
movies, new books, anything that's out there right now, vampire wise? Because I don't know.
something old is becoming something new. I mean, I hear they're trying to remake Nosferatu, which I think
Hmm.
is a mistake. I know there was a good version of Nosferatu that was made,
Mm-hmm.
some years back in
Yeah.
color, but I think it's Mr. Skarsgård is going to be the vampire. I don't know if it's going to be handsome, sexy vampire like Dracula from the '70s, right? I don't
Right.
know. The Nosferatu works as scary, viscerally horrifying Nosferatu. So, and I understand Harry Styles had been involved in that project and was recently let go from that project after perhaps the not so great success of his most recent movie, Ms. Wild. So that's the one I'm hearing about, Nosferatu coming back with all these sort of.
Nosferatu. I don't know how they would bring that back again. You know, I'm I think that they should bring back um, the more horrific vampires because
Mhm.
those work. They're more classic, like Nosferatu, the silent film version,
Yeah, which
and
to me
also.
is one of the greatest movies ever made and still
Oh,
celebrated.
absolutely. Still to this day talked about. Even younger generations are discovering it. And also the Salem's Lot one that we talked about last time. That vampire was not handsome. I would
Well,
not
and
want
again, it was based on the archetype of Nosferatu, of what Max Schreck created. Yeah, same kind of sort of bald, bad ears, scary creature.
yeah. Yeah, I think they should bring those back. I don't mind handsome ones, when
Well,
you've
they're
got
supposed to be
something
sexy.
about
I mean, the
lettuce.
original Dracula is a very sexy book. I mean, when
Yeah.
you read that book, it is clear Victorian sexual repression oozing from the page. I mean, it's an erotic novel hiding behind vampires.
Yeah, absolutely. One second, I'm just sending a link again. Okay, I just sent it to you, Gil, again.
That's fine.
Um,
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I absolutely. I think I I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd like to see statistics on what vampires do better. The sexy, handsome ones with the accents, or just the scary ones. You know,
I have a feeling certainly of the younger generations are drawn to this to the sexy, the romance versions, as we saw, with Twilight and others. But the true horror fans, the visceral one, is the scary vampire, right? And that's because it's a corpse, and that's scary. And so it's I think once you lose that, you lose the magic of it.
yeah, I think so too. I'm still with the down with the glitter vampires bit, but let me just say hello to a few of the people. The Writer Brothers is in here. And what is he saying? Is Cameron's costume casual, sexy white guy? Okay.
Yeah, casual sexy white guy. Maybe that'll get
Look
me back on Twitter if I
a
play
little
that
bit
role. I don't know.
here. Louise is saying I like Day Shift on Netflix. Vampire Hunter and Buddy Cop movie. You know what? I have to check that out. I don't. Do I know Day Shift? I don't think I do. Um, and Zax is in the house. Hello, good sir. Good to see you. Thanks for joining and joining us here. And
We get a good turnout today.
yeah, you know what? I wasn't actually expecting that mainly because I figured everybody out, having fun. And um, T Nice Gamer and saying hi to Cameron there. And oh, Tim Stuck had a birthday. Oh yeah, happy birthday! Hope you had a good one. I always got jealous of people with birthdays in October.
Well,
uh,
Scorpios, right? Or they're Libras or Scorpios.
Libras or
Yeah,
Scorpios.
and both are good signs.
Gary, just to make a point, not into dudes, okay? It's
Hey,
okay to
each their
compliment a dude. Nothing wrong with that.
own.
It's quite the charming vampire in Fright Night. Oh,
Oh no, that was Fight
yeah.
Night, one of the great horror movies, and
Ugh,
I
yeah,
mean, it still holds up. It's
absolutely.
funny. It's a teen coming of age from the '80s, and it's a
Mhm.
really scary movie.
Yeah, I loved it. I think it's great. They did a great job with it. I have not, though. I almost hit play. I've not seen the new remade Fright Night. And
With
have you
Colin
seen it?
Farrell.
Yeah.
I was fine. It's not. I mean, I think it was better than I expected it to be. I thought it was
Yeah.
a complete disaster. They got a little bit of the spirit of the original, but yeah, the original can't be touched. I didn't think it needed.
Yeah. No, there's no way. I think it was just It was too good. And it's funny because it was scary, but it had some humor to it, you know? Um, but yeah, it worked, and oh, they did such a great job with it. Wouldn't a real vampire smell really bad?
Yeah, and
Mm,
Roddy McDowell was so brilliant in there. That moment when he finally gets faith and he holds up the cross, and
yes.
and then the vampire reacts, and that I just love that. At first, he holds up the cross, and he says, because he's playing, he was a vampire hunter on TV, right, or movies or
Yes.
whatever. And then he's holding up the cross, and he just laughs in his face, takes the cross and crushes
I
it.
know.
It
And
had
just the
that
look on his face, he's like,
the symbol doesn't mean it; it's the internal energy of the person, right? So,
right. That
and then
was
he gets it at
awesome.
the end, which is great.
Yeah, oh yeah. And the scenes, just the scenes where Charlie is watching him from the window,
Mhm.
and he knows he's being watched back, and he still doesn't stop. I mean, I think that's how I would be too. I'd be like, I know that you see me, but I kind of want to see what you're doing. But
Mhm.
it just kind of frightening. Still, just the sinister look he gives him when
Yeah,
he's like, "You're watching me. I know you are, and I'm gonna enjoy this." Like he
yeah.
likes being watched.
Well, it's like, yeah, of course, and there's a seduction to it. There's a seduction. It's a
Right.
movie is very much about seducing someone into that
Yeah.
lifestyle, right? And
Yes.
there's that vibe. Again, that's the dark sexuality of these kinds of things, right? So,
Yeah.
oh,
I,
Ryder Brothers,
yeah.
we love you, Cameron. Yes, I love you all, guys. Thank you so much.
Those guys are awesome. And let's see. And take a picture of the sunset. Always time for that. Always
Well, we're
time.
not far apart. I'm in Pennsylvania. I think Stephanie's not far from me. I think she's a couple hours away, maybe. So yeah, it is a lovely. It's the sun's being set out here, so it's lovely.
Yeah. It's still a little bright right now. This vampire's like, this
Well,
is a little bright right now for
my
me.
sister's family, they live out sort of in the boonies, right?
Yeah.
And so I went out last night, and the sky was just lit with stars. You see a couple of stars in Los Angeles, but this was, you could see the Milky Way, and I love the stars. I love being able to see the
Mm,
stars. It's very
mm,
hypnotic, and that was very
mm.
nice. It's cold though.
I know. I know. I'm a big person too. When I was younger, I used to sit on the rooftop and just I lived in the country, so it was always dark, so I didn't have to worry about light pollution. But I used to just sit up on the roof and watch the stars like for hours and hours. And so I'm actually going to bring Eric Hayden, who is the VFX team of Orville. I interviewed him once before, but I'm actually bringing him back because he's really into astronomy, and I'm excited about that because I can't wait to talk stars. I love stars.
Oh,
And
here's a bit of breaking news.
what's that?
The Babylon Bee has just been restored to Twitter.
Oh, has it?
Elon Musk announced it, and I went back and just checked. It's there, and
Oh,
they were the catalysts because it was their banning that set all this in motion.
oh my
Because
God.
someone from the B reached out and said, "Is this Elon? This is we're just a parody. We're like the Onion. We're just making fun of things. Why
Right,
ban?" And
right.
Elon, that's not right, and that started this process.
Mm,
So it's, I mean, the
mhm.
first one to return would be them, of course.
Yeah, I can see people coming out, squinting their eyes, and I'm out of jail now. Yeah, it is amazing how quickly you can get sent there
Yeah.
to Twitter jail. Uh, see, I know, right? Side drool is exactly it. This is a place. Yeah. Uh, New one is not great, but Davidson is awesome as always. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because we always compare it still to the original, and that's kind of what I always try to tell people don't do, kind of, be open-minded. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna watch it myself and take my own advice and just be
Mhm.
open-minded about it. I might enjoy it, but
You might,
it's okay to enjoy it separately from
yeah.
the original. I don't want to
Yeah,
compare it.
it's a well. I mean, it's well crafted on its own. It's well crafted, and so you can just
It
see it for
is,
that.
and enjoy it for that. And then look who popped in here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Thank you for
Hey,
joining.
Cameron.
I thought I sent you the other one. I apologize. Maybe it didn't go through right.
There's a technical difficulty on Twitter, I guess.
Well,
That's all
you
right.
came at exactly the right moment because I'm leaving in about 3 minutes, Gil. So you're going to be perfect.
Okay. Oh, nice.
But
Appreciate it.
so what do we got planned for the rest of the show now that Cardinal Sin has joined us? And
Well,
I'm
you know what? I want to see if our chat and we know our vampires. So I'm just going to be kind of asking some questions to see. if you know what vampire I'm talking about, and shout it out if you know which one it is. So we're gonna kind of keep the thing going. I was gonna put my fangs in, but I don't think I would have been able to talk if I did that or drink my orange juice. But yeah, and yeah, Gary, if he was into dudes, Chris would be his man. Yeah, it's okay, Gary. You're
What was that Seinfeld thing? There's nothing, but if there's nothing wrong with that, right? There was that joke in Seinfeld. Right? Not that there's anything wrong with it, right? I
yeah.
don't think you can make
There's
it today.
something.
I think that joke is
Hey,
offensive.
I don't mind. I compliment women a lot myself. I think it's okay to do that. It's good to compliment each other instead of tearing each other down.
Mhm.
Did I watch Zach's silly? Oh, Brewster, you're so cool. I know, I love that line. You've let it. Good to have you. Since you're going to be taking off, I appreciate you coming in and giving us the skinny on what's going on in Trader World and highlighting some vampire stuff. And we're going to continue that as you take off and have fun. It sounds like you're having fun, and
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got work to do. Right, I'm going to jump right from this to a notes call with the studio, so
okay.
so I'm prepped for that. But Gil, I just want to ask you: have you seen Smile yet?
No, I haven't.
So I don't know if you're a fan of this kind of genre, but I very much enjoyed that movie. It was very scary and it was very intelligent.
I'm into intelligent, scary movies. Yeah.
It was surprising. They had a whole, without revealing secrets, they have a whole. It's really about trauma and the pain of PTSD, which is in and of itself okay. That's a little sophistication for a horror movie, but even deeper than that, it's actually about the pain of dealing with schizophrenia in the family, which a lot of people have and are not willing to talk about. Right?
Yeah.
I was surprised by that it went to that level of psychological sophistication. That this is a horror movie about a essentially demonic entity, and yet it's about all these layers about social commentary and the trauma of dealing with mental illness in the family and the consequences of that. It's smarter than most horror movies. Yeah, it's got
Wow.
jumps, so what? But it's about these themes, right? And I'm delighted to see Hollywood. And this is a first time writer director. I don't think he's done anything before this, so I think he's got a big career ahead of him.
Wow. Nice. I'm gonna have to check that out. And that's on what? No.
No, that's in the theaters.
Oh, it's in the
Smiles,
theater.
a horror movie
Okay.
in the theaters. It was number 1 for a couple of weeks, and I think got dethroned by Black Adam, and the Halloween Ends, which regrettably, there may be people that liked it. To me, I was shocked by how bad it was. I could not believe I was watching this. I'm a very big fan of the original Halloween and even some of the bad Halloween versions. I'm just a fan of Michael Myers as
Mm-hmm.
this nemesis. And this was an insult to Michael Myers. It was an insult to him. And I was like, how could you do this to Michael Myers? Right?
God.
This force that gives you nightmares and is made in essentially to be a weak, pathetic pansy who's had
I
not
I
emotion.
read a comment somewhere that somebody said there was basically the way they said it was that there wasn't really that much of Michael Myers in the actual Halloween movie.
No, it's about these side characters that you don't care about, a really bizarre love story with essentially a school shooter type, right? So that you don't care about, and then Michael Myers shows up in the last half of the last act, and it's just like, what was this movie that I just paid money for? And
Oh,
you want to go back and watch the original by John Carpenter because it is work of art that's still scary.
yeah. I
And
still
again,
love
it's
it.
about deeper themes. It's about the boogeyman. It's about
Right.
our projected, our
Right.
fears that don't go away, no matter how much
Right.
we try to kill them. That's what he represents,
Yeah.
and that's not this movie. And so
Yeah.
on that note, my friends,
Okay.
I'm glad again, Gilbert. Thank you for taking over. I think everyone stick around here. This is going to be an amazing show. I wanted to be for the whole show, but I'm about to jump on to like a business call. So blessings to all of you, and hopefully we'll do this again next month if we have time.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you next month and when you have some more time. Thanks for joining.
God bless Maria. God bless Gil. We'll talk soon.
God
Take
bless.
care.
Have a
Take
good
care everyone in
one.
the chat. Bye.
Bye. Well, good to have you, Cardinal. I was getting worried. I was like, he's standing me up.
I apologize. I had a Twitter difficulty I've never experienced before.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had kind of that last week. I couldn't get in. That's why I was going crazy with my tech because I couldn't get in for that. But Let me see, where was I here real quick? Gary was saying that what we do in the shadows, the movie is pretty hilarious. I didn't know there was a movie. I knew the show. I've started watching it. I loved it. Thought it was funny. I'm gonna have to check out the movie. Yeah, the
I
movie
watched the
sounds.
movie first, and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Then I watched the TV show second, all 4 seasons of it, and I thought it was hysterical. And then I went back and I watched the movie, and I was bored.
Really?
I was like, why did I think this was so funny before?
Well, maybe it was what you needed at the time.
Yes, it was what
Maybe
I
it was what
need.
you needed at the time. So Zach says, I watched the sunset from. Oh, yeah, how nice. Yeah, Cameron would have appreciate that one. I love watching sunsets. The Bright Brushes guy, I love the movie. The reasons of the show were pretty funny. Yeah, I have to catch up with that one as well. And yeah, funny now. Ha ha, funny, eh? And so what we're gonna do is I have our my groovy help in the back that we're gonna do a little something here. Um, oh God, pizza! I'm hungry. That's why I'm drinking orange juice because I was shaking a little. I haven't eaten, but trying to see if anybody else is bringing up some of the other ones. You're right. I was just thinking that Zach says Lost Boys is holding up incredibly well, even to now, regardless of the 80s hair going on. It's still a dang good movie. I love The Lost Boys. And Stephanie's running too. Thanks for joining us, Stephanie. Always good to have you. Hope you come back again. We'll have Cameron back here again next month. So for those of you here to enjoy him, hope you stay. Smell has made back near 10 times the budget. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I've been hearing that come up quite a bit. And G-Force in the house. Thank you for joining. Cameron had a run, but thanks for saying hello to everybody here. Good to have you. And Elisa is posting everybody's links. If you have a channel, she doesn't have it, make sure you get it to me so I can add it to my list on there for you. So we do like to put you in there, get you some subscribers. And thank you. Yes, I just didn't. I'm keeping my fangs in so I can drink my juice. I'm a little low on blood, so I kind of, need to. So excuse me for constantly drinking here. I just don't want to faint in front of you. That would be embarrassing. You can always watch. And yeah, I think we should. I think there was a good plug-in for that. A little small review, pizza. And it looks like we're having pizza night tonight here on the Halloween party tonight with pizza. I was like, yeah. I did too, actually. I read that as wood pizza, but you know what? What I thought of was pizza made in a wood oven, not wood oven, with the oven. What is it? Stone oven with the wood chips. Oh my God, that's good stuff. I gotta stop talking about food. So what have you got going on for Halloween, Mr. Cardinal Sin?
Well, I have a few candies. I'm not really sure how many trick-or-treaters we get here. This is my first Halloween at my new place. I talked to the guy across the street. He said, well, we usually get 10 or 12 throughout the whole night. So probably not a whole lot. But as usual, we will be showing the midnight movie double and sometimes triple feature of horror movies on Cosme. And we'll be doing that tonight. So I'll put that link on the Twitter feed and on the community tab for the Cardinal Sin channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have some good stuff coming up.
Absolutely. Definitely do that. Sounds like it. I'm excited to see what's out there. because I'm surprised I didn't subscribe back again to Shutter. I always get Shutter around Halloween time because, to be honest, that channel has been really killing it on their series. Have you subscribed to Shutter?
No, but I should. I'm a huge Joe Bob Briggs fan, and I know that he's doing The Last Drive-In on Shutter, or at least he was.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, they've got some excellent shows that just have surprised me so much, and I really enjoy it. Which, I'm surprised I don't have it back again. They might have a special. I think HBO Max is having a special right now till the end of the month, where you can get it. I think it's 50% off if you get it for the year. So I might have to take a look at that one. And GeForce is asking, what are y'all's feelings on Trick or Treat movie?
I have not seen Trick or Treat.
Nor have I. Are these is that one still at the theater too? Or is that
That's an older film.
Oh, okay.
But it was in the theaters, yeah.
Oh, okay. And Pleasant Valley, thanks for popping in, asking Gil a question there.
Midnight Central.
Midnight Central. It's in the Pacific zone. So
10
a little later for you.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's a weekend. Can stay up late, right? And look, Heather's Tabletop and Fancy's in the house. Hey, thank you. Heath, I said Heather. See, this is what happens when I don't use my glasses. Sorry. The glasses would clash with this outfit, people.
Glasses are sexy. I don't know what the problem is.
Does not go well with my outfit. So
I think it looks great.
We got, you know what? Speaking of outfit, speaking of costume, I know you're not wearing it now, but I think we've got you in a costume, and so got to show everybody. We got Cardinal, we got Cardinal Sin in his outfit, his ensemble there, looking pretty good there. So
God forbid.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, look at him go. He's just like, you know what? I gotcha. So thank you. And I apologize for getting the name wrong because I didn't have my glasses, but good evening to you. And so we just wanted to put Gail in some outfits here. So some costumes for us, and that way, we can share it out all with you and enjoy. And Dr. Mega says, I heard so much about Trick or Treat. When I finally saw it, I was kind of disappointed. Yeah, I hate that feeling. Get your mouth all watering for something good, and then poof. Pleasant Valley says, works out perfect. After he ends Friday Night Frolics. Yeah. Is he? Oh, yeah, that's right. Friday Night Frolics. He's doing that. And oh, well, that's okay, because then I won't feel so awkward because I have to put them on.
And you can hardly tell that you're wearing glasses.
Yeah, okay, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be reading things really funny. So
you're playing trombone,
So thank you, Miss Elisa, for putting up all of the links here for us, and that's
hard-working mods. Yeah,
he's Tabletop. Yeah, she's awesome. Love having her assistants here. She'll put them up there and get them going. Cardinal's in and saying hi to you there.
Hey,
so
Gary.
Yeah, let me just get this removed here for a bit until we catch up. So thank you all so much for that. Okay, so what I wanted to do is real quick, I wanted to because the time's flying by. So I wanted to see if our chat knows their vampires, and I won't even know the answers to these. we're just going to. I'm going to need your assistance, chat. So I want you all to pick a number between. Well, actually, let me have one person do it. Okay, let me see. I forgot. I was going to put numbers into my mug, and I forgot. So let me just
You need
do
one of those little bingo hoppers.
Yes, I need one of those. How about Gil? You give me a number between 1 and 10.
Out loud?
Yeah, shout it out.
9.
All right, let's go with 9. So what we're going to do is just ask a question. I'm going to ask a question, and then here's the question. Number 9. This is vampire number 9. And Cardinal, if you can read that question for us.
Though never spoken in the film, this vampire's surname is Powers.
Okay, so chat, do you know the answer to this question? Let's reveal who our vampire is that we're talking about. Cardinal, do you know this one?
I can hazard a guess, but no, I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. I don't think I know either. It was never spoken in the film. The surname is Powers. That's a good one. I don't know. Anybody in the chat know the answer to this question before we reveal who that vampire is? Who knows?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I think everybody's trying to guess this one. That's a hard question. Redbird says Dracula for all of them. That's cheating, but so survey says we can't take that for the answer. And so, you just got a new handle. Okay, make sure that we get that. Even Gary is stumped. Wow. All right. Well, you know what? Let's find out who this vampire is. Who is this vampire? Because it looks like we're all stumped. That's a hard question. Okay, reveal. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for that to come up.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Yes, and as I'm waiting for that answer to come up for me, Sci-Fi Nation is here. Greetings to you. Hail, everybody. And in a second, are you going to bring up the answer? Because we don't know. And hang on a second. So, yes, Sci-Fi Nation, good to have you in here. I don't know. That is because I'm guessing then it must have been a vampire from a book. If it's something that on screen it was never mentioned. And anyway, while I'm waiting for that answer, who is your favorite vampire, Cardinal?
Oh gosh. Boy, that's you really put me on the spot there. There are so many great ones. I think maybe Louis.
Louis, yeah.
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire.
Because Louis is sort of our, as the audience, our way in to that world. And Lestat teaches him all the things that he didn't get the benefit of being taught by his sire when he was created. So that's kind of our way into the book, and of course to the film.
I think that they did an excellent job with the casting of that film. Such a good question. Such a good film. So apparently, I didn't realize that there was going to be a couple more hints before the reveal. So this is still number 9 here. this vampire was dispatched by traditional means, but was considered controversial by fans.
I'm going to guess that this vampire was dispatched by fire rather than a stake. But that's just a guess.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Dispatch
A
by
tough one.
traditional means.
Maybe
That's
I should have chosen 6 instead.
Okay, let's. This vampire, him, we did not like frogs.
Frogs.
Oh wow, that's
No,
a.
I'm totally
that's,
lost.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat have figured out yet? And there's Sci-Fi Nation's channel. And
wait a minute, this isn't like a corny dad joke or something, is it?
No, it's a vampire. I made Dracula for the win. Anybody got the answer?
Chow mein.
And look, we even got the next one. This vampire enjoyed takeout Chinese food. Oh my gosh. Pleasant Valley says, have to go with Christopher Lee.
Yeah, but he wasn't a vampire.
He was awesome.
He was an actor.
No. I think he's talking about
Dracula.
Yeah. Gary even says he's really stumped on this one still. Anne Rice vampire books. Love Anne Rice. Got her collection behind me as well. The director of this vampire story went on to direct Tales of Another Batman. That one should help people. Hey, Anne. Anna, thank you for being here. Yes, you made it. Good to have you.
Oh, Gary Ambrosia has it. Yeah.
David. Oh, that's right.
Good call, Gary.
That was awesome. Yeah, how could we forget that? Because of that scene where he's eating the Chinese food. Yeah, that's right. Powers.
Gary won. The rest of us, nil.
Gary won. Hated frogs. Oh my gosh. Love you much. Everybody in Anna's the creator of my artwork that's up in the corner. Make sure you go check her out. She is absolutely amazing. Her costume designs, her cosplay designs they blow me away. She is unbelievable. Okay, so yeah, I know Queen of the Damned. That was a
I
good
showed
one
Queen
too.
of the Damned last night, and Alia is really great in that.
God, culinary joke. Yes. Yeah, even Gary had no idea his last name was Powers. Totally spaced that out. I thought they mentioned it, but I don't know, maybe not. Okay, next one. We're getting closer to time anyway. So, and here's our guy.
There
Here
we
was
go.
our vampire.
Yeah.
So, this was he, and such
A
a
vampire
good
that
role in this.
can get a mullet working is really, I mean,
that was class A mullet right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much, man. That was hard. Okay, let's do one more. Let's reveal another vampire. See if we can get these. Gary got this one, and so Gary, you won that. Pick a number between 1 and 10, if you're still there. Is he still there? Okay. Gary, pick a number between 1 and 10, except not 9, since we just did that one. And if not, I'll pick a number in case he's busy. You've rocked some mullets. Some grade A mullets since the 70s. Time for vampires. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Oh, Gary picked number 7. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Anna, we're talking about vampires. And so number 7 here. Let's find out who this vampire is.
I didn't know David was based on Billy Idol. Well, Gary is just a fount of wisdom.
Oh, yeah. Learn something new all the time. This vampire shares a name with a long-standing Batman character. Wow.
And my problem is I'm a Marvel guy, not a DC guy. So
yeah, that's all right. Well, we got some Marvels and DC fans out there.
Although I do have a comic of Batman versus Dracula.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's awesome. This vampire's diet is not limited to blood. And that's interesting since that's most of the diets, but this one was able to have a different one. What is Joker's name? For 1,000, Alex. This vampire had a very strained on-set relationship with a fellow monster.
And we have to get the name right?
I would accept actor's name or character's name. I think we can go with either because these are not easy. Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I would love. I rehearse the drums to Rebel Yell about 3 times a week.
Ooh.
One of the only vampires to report directly to a general.
So this is one of the only vampires to report directly to a general. Anybody have an idea which vampire this is? This is a tough one too. They are tough questions. God.
They're really tough. Yeah.
You know what? When you see them, you're like, oh, okay. But the questions kind of make you. Even Sam saying she has no idea. This vampire carries a title of nobility, but their true origin has not been revealed.
No idea.
Oh my goodness. Okay, next one. Oh my gosh.
Maria, just for you, I'm holding back. I'm holding back.
Oh my goodness. One of our favorites. Look at that. General Mills. That was
General Mills, big time weapons manufacturer.
The only one to report to a general. That's hilarious. I should have known this. He's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I used to love Count Chocula.
You know what? The cereal tastes like Dookie, but I mean, but it's
the marshmallows even more like Dookie.
Yes, really like Dookie, but I love to get it anyway, just because I love the Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Dracula. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
That was a dad joke question.
My gosh.
The only one to report to a general.
We should have known his diet wasn't just limited to blood. Oh my gosh.
Here I am racking my brain.
I know. I told you that they're hard, but
whatever's left of my brain.
They're easy. Oh my goodness. She did it all for the Dookie. Oh, my vocabulary. I know. So wow. Okay. So nobody got that one. Miss Anne, since you did my lovely Vampira, if you're still there, can you pick a number for me? We're gonna do one more before we wrap it up, because my gosh, the time did fly by so fast.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And Gary says marshmallows were styrofoam byproduct. I hate them. I know, right? Like it tastes like crapola, and you're just sitting there eating it, like, oh, this is horrible, but it's Count Dracula. I love it. Yikes. Hey, high blood pressure. Get that down. Eat mushrooms. And so Anna, she's still there. I have her pick your number. If not, I'll do one real quick, and then we'll just do one more before we head out. But you know what? One of the things I missed last time I was going to do a stream on having how to have a Halloween taco bar party. Everybody's going crazy about tacos. People are like, how is that going to work? But I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to show you how to decorate it all awesome like, and big. Oh my God, doesn't taco sound good right now too? Oh my goodness. So you know what, Bo, you pick one. Just throw one up there, and we'll run through that and see if we can't just.
How about number 3?
Okay, let's do number 3. And Donnie, thanks for joining. Good to have you guys here. This is awesome. This little party. It's so awesome to have Gary hanging out with us before he runs off. And let's see what number 3 is.
The 4th vampire ever put to film.
The 4th vampire ever put to film. Oh goodness.
So
okay, next question. Next hint. This vampire's method of death was unique at the time, but later was incorporated into vampire mythology. Okay, let's try another one. And Lord, oh, thank you for joining. Hey, good to see you.
Lord,
and he right away says Lestat. And
I'm going
Sci-Fi
to
Nation
go
says
with
Vlad the Impaler.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, I thought so too, because this would have been kind of sort of the first time people had seen maybe a death of a vampire, and so they probably freaked out. For those of us, it's nothing unusual, but at the time it may have been. The name of the actor who played this vampire was later used as an antagonist to another bat-themed character.
Ooh, I got it.
You? What is
Max
it?
Shrek.
The remaining word for vampire. The title of this vampire's film. Nosferatu. Then.
Title of this vampire's film. Yeah, Count Orlok. That's it. Yeah.
Count Orlok. Nosferatu. Wow, we actually got one, Cardinal.
Yeah.
That was.
Those are hard.
These were hard. And we even had a few of the people say Lestat as well.
Yeah. There he is.
There he is. The famous Nosferatu. And he was the ultimate vampire.
Very scary.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Very.
Very scary.
Very. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to have to watch that one.
Break out the
maybe
old,
not before I fall asleep, but
silent film.
Yeah, the silent film.
F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu.
Wow. God, it's just awesome. Other phones. My vamp knowledge. You know what? Don't feel bad, because there's a lot of things I absolutely love, but I don't have a lot of knowledge of certain particular things as well. So that always made me nervous. When people are like, you want to come on the show and talk about this? I'm like, oh gosh, saw me struggling with names and everything, because I just love it, but I don't know everything. So don't feel bad.
You know how they say you should always go with your first instinct?
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Count Orloff at the
Yeah,
very
you
beginning.
should. It was coming out in you. First vampire to die by sunlight. Yeah, that's a no, because like I'm telling you, I mean,
Tough questions.
we couldn't even get Count Chocula. The sunlight was more of an annoyance. Yeah. You don't know any of them? What? Girl, we need to have a talk. Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, I was ready with, Countess Elizabeth Bathory and Vlad Tepes, and, maybe we'll do that next year.
Yes. You know what? Just don't run with scissors in your hand. And thank you for joining us, Gary, and for the very lovely super chat. You have yourself a good evening. Be safe, be well. Kiss the bunnies for me. And I'm gonna have to show off my Tally bunny there. She is growing up so fast, and I'm so nervous for whoever's going to adopt her. I hope she goes to a good home.
Bunnies are great pets.
Yeah.
If you take care of them and you love them and you treat them with a lot of TLC.
A lot of TLC. I love bunnies. You know what, Pleasant? That's exactly what this show is about, is just having fun. Doesn't matter if you know stuff or not. I don't know everything. I'll admit that. But I just like to have fun. I'm just excited for Halloween, excited for the movies and the atmosphere. I love the fall and the rain and all of that good stuff. And I wanted to, for those who didn't see this, wanted to show off my costume. This was
that's one Florida I could get behind, if you know what I mean.
This is lots of fun. Thank you, Anna, for joining. I'm so glad you had the chance to be here this time. Yes, so much fun. And I talk about her a lot. She will be doing my regular Tea and Tally one as well as my Vampira. I'm excited to have both. And this Vampira is now on t-shirt. I'm excited to see her artwork being shown off on your chest. And so Podcast Brothers store is holding those. Thank you. Nice costume. Isn't that awesome? It was just so much fun. Did you ever hear of Uncle Was a Vampire? Christopher Lee was in it. It was basically a comedy, but great fun.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it. Love Christopher Lee. Oh my gosh, what is that one movie that he did? I can watch a bazillion times. And he's so good in it.
Although you know who my favorite Dracula is not Christopher Lee. It is, now I'm blanking, Frank Langella. Handsome, young, Jewish vampire.
I like that. That works for me.
It's a great movie. Great movie.
Fonzo, you're so nice. Uncle Fester the apologist. I don't know what Uncle Fester is. That's a good question. But
yes.
Oh my God, yes, Langella I love was this
also one. Skeletor. Yeah, that's right.
Skeletor. Yeah, I am so excited about this particular costume. So much fun. And you know what? I'm so glad you joined me, Cardinal. This
Thanks
was
for having
fun.
Me.
Regardless on whether or not we got the answers, because Gary was pretty much the only one. Well, we got one, but anyway.
It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, always a lot of fun. I love having fun. There's too much stuff going on out there. We need it. We need the togetherness, the fun, and party. And Pleasantville, you'll have to get with me. I want to make sure I have your link to your channel if you have one, so we can get it up there.
It's just
Make sure get on the list.
youtube.com/cardinalson.
Okay, well, I got yours, Cardinal. I think I've had yours up a few times. And make sure, if you are not subscribed to Cardinal, that you subscribe to him. Does a lot of great stuff with UFOs and mystery, and you get a lot of presents. And oh, thank you so much. We all grow together. That's why it's important that I have your link so that we can share it with everybody. Love to see everybody growing together, supporting each other, and helping each other get where we need to be. But I'm trying not to sneeze. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm stalling. And Anna's giving us a ghost here. So. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alicia, for putting that up. You were quick because I did not know that I didn't have that. Okay, I do now. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to let y'all have your weekend and enjoy each other and your families and your pets. Make sure you keep those black cats inside. People actually, somebody said, is that for real thing that they do that? Abuse the black cats on Halloween? Yes, absolutely. Make sure you keep your black cat baby safe.
Yep.
During this time. There's some not so happy people out there. And make sure you come to Twitter for some fun updates and everything, so you know what's going on. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. And Cardinal, I'm sure maybe you'll join me next month so we can
anytime you want. You just have to ask.
Okay, I will do that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be putting out some other stuff, some food. I have some Ethiopian food I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to cook that, show you how it's done. And then our very lovely Cindy Fayette, I'm going to include some of her wine that she recommends for October for the foods that I'm cooking. And I love Cindy. She has some awesome stuff to share with us. And try not to eat candy. I haven't bought any. I'm trying to be good. And Dr. O here with the super sticker, $1.49. Oh my gosh,
I love that logo.
What that is. I know,
it's
isn't
very
that awesome?
Cool.
Awesome logo. Duh. How can it not be anything other than a black cat? Thank you so much, Dr. O, for that super sticker of a black cat for us. Yeah. Thanks for joining, Donnie, for being here. Louise, always fun to see you. You are so awesome for all your support. And yes, pleasant. Thank you. Good night. And Gil, looks like you're going to have some company to join you. Anna, thank you so much for joining. I know it's hard for you, and it's such a pleasure to have you with me. I showed off your comic book. For those who don't know, she has an awesome comic book, and it is beautiful. So sub to each other, guys, and be good to each other. Thanks for everybody who showed up. Some of you left. Lord Thought who's here. Alicia, thanks for your help. All of you for joining. Love to have you. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Be good. And I'm stalling because I'm trying to find my buttons. But thank you so much, guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Bye.
Bye.